How's it going, gentlemen? Welcome to another live stream. Got some got some momentum going with these live streams. I wanted to do several back to back, and then once I build that momentum, get people familiar with the streams, then we can probably cut it back to once a week. So how have all of you been? How's your weekend been? Let us know in the chat. Today, obviously, we always go off topic in these live streams because we've kind of figured out that's how you from doing these for so long, the feedback from all of you kind of helped me to make a good live stream and kind of get down to, I guess you could say, the essence of a good live stream is where everybody gets a chance to say what they want to say, ask questions, have a conversation. So you just got to kind of let the live stream go where it's going to go. But I tend to start off with a topic. I'll teach a certain subject or give some motivation, some knowledge, and then we go from there. So today I wanted to talk about how to build confidence and self-esteem when you don't feel good enough. Another term for that could be when you've got a lot of self-doubt, because I've come to realize that probably all self-doubt comes from a belief of not being good enough, not being good enough intrinsically, or not being good enough to achieve your goals or to complete certain things that you want to complete. So we're going to go into that and explain how you overcome that problem. How do you move forward when you have anxiety, you have fear, depression can be a part of it, negative thinking, all those types of things. Good to see you, General Spoon. Yeah, that's a common one. That's actually really common, what you've mentioned, where just what you've said, one day you can feel like you've got a lot of muscle, and then another day you can look in the mirror and just feel completely like you've got nothing. Everyone who works out has that, or who has experienced that. I certainly have, and I think that's part of being human, challenges and stuff like that. And obviously, it depends what mirror you're looking in. Some mirrors make you look better, and most of it is about lighting, which is why, although obviously bodybuilders look good because they train for years and dedicate themselves, but when you're seeing them, they're under good light. And that's the same when you're watching boxing on telly. Boxers always look better on television. They look more muscly, more ripped, because professional lighting and the sweat, it brings out more definition and stuff. Whereas if you took a picture of yourself in normal daylight, it might make you look not as muscular. So there's that as well. But yeah, it's a psychological problem. Yeah, and if you're feeling down, then when you're feeling down, your perception changes. You can see things as negative. Whereas if you're feeling good about yourself, then it's very easy to take your shirt off and think and like your own body. So that's really common. It's good that you brought that up today, because it kind of connects on what I'm hoping to talk about today and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, hit the like button, guys. Just give it a few minutes for people to join. I'm just going to share this stream onto the other platforms, so hopefully you can get more people on. Really, really, has it given you that's interesting. I didn't know it did that. Has it given you a headache, the vaccine? I haven't had it, so can't speak on it. But yeah, it shouldn't do that really. Maybe it's not the vaccine. You might just have a headache anyway. Who knows? But your arm's so sore. That's interesting. You're the first person who's told me how they feel. I think a few other people told me they had it and it was okay. So yeah, hopefully you should be all right. Yeah, that's good that the notifications are working because they don't always work, which is why I do go on the channel and I do post up. Yeah, all good, Benny. How are you? Yeah, well, hopefully you'll be all right now. You've had the vaccine, and the headache might be separate to that. You never know. I find with headaches, though, they don't usually last more than a couple of hours or a day if you take the right medicine. Hit the like, guys, if you're enjoying this stream and you've come on board. Today, we're talking about how to build confidence and self esteem when you've got a lot of self doubt or when you don't feel good enough. We're going to talk about motivation and things around, mainly things around mental health, how to get yourself confident, get yourself happy. I've got some new information that I've been learning since, I guess, since I got back into the gym and started training down the boxing gym. Yeah, if you've got shivers as well, that could be like it could be a flu, it could be anything. So take the right medicine and drink some water and stuff, and obviously wrap up. Are you overtraining as well? If you're training a lot, are you pushing yourself? Sometimes that can happen. Oh, it's the Jake Paul fight tonight, isn't it? I thought it was yesterday. I got it mixed up because usually the big boxing fights are on late Saturday, early Sunday, but this is going to be yeah. Guys, do me a favor, right? If you come on the stream, I appreciate it. Don't be in silence. Let me know, how you at least how you're doing. You might not want to, yeah, let us know how you're doing because I can see people coming on, but we've only had two people comment, and I like to get people involved in the chat questions. At least let me know if you're healthy, you're well, how things have been going. I always appreciate it when people drop in and say a couple of words, and if you're enjoying it, you can stay on. What we're talking about today is, guys, specifically, we're talking about, yes, Chris, what's up? We're talking about self doubt. And I'm going to be explaining how to overcome that because we all have self doubt. Everybody has it. I have self doubt. Everyone does. There's nothing to be ashamed of. But it's all what excites me is how to overcome that self doubt, and you can overcome it. And I've been doing it recently, and I've did it many times in my life. And as a lot of I've motivated people from all around the world to do it. And I think self doubt, it can be your friend or it can be your enemy. If you let it take over, then it can ruin your life because it can. When you've got self doubt, it can actually stop you from doing things in life because you doubt yourself. You don't believe you're good enough, or you don't believe you can do it. And I think most of self doubt, a lot of it comes from childhood, our bad experiences, where we failed or we got laughed at or bullied or rejected or made to feel like that. So I'm going to explain as we get into this more about how to overcome it. I saw the weigh-in. Yeah, I saw the weigh-in as well. Good to see you, Mike Adams. It's really great to see the original team back strong, back on the live streams. I really appreciate it. Self-doubt can never be your friend. It's a good point. But if you use it, it can. But I see what you're saying, Mike. It's a good point. Anyway, let me just get straight to the point with self-doubt, right? And then we can elaborate. We can all put our input and questions. So I might be repeating myself, but it needs to be repeated. Personally, for me, I think there's many ways, but there's two ways that you can overcome self-doubt. The first way is to face fear, face your fears, face the things that you doubt that you can do, and see what happens. We've got Saeed Faris. How you doing, my friend? I'm good. It's the first time I think I've spoke to you on the live stream. Maybe you followed me for a while. How are you keeping? Great. We've got Calbs in the house again. It's great to have the regular guys, and hopefully we'll get more people. Today we're talking about self-doubt. We're talking about we're being honest about the fact that everybody has it. So don't be embarrassed to admit it. I have self-doubt. Everyone does, but I'm going to be sharing with you today throughout this live stream and collecting ideas, but I'm going to share methodology to overcome self-doubt. So a great way to overcome it is to challenge it, right? But for some people, that ain't going to be enough because they're still going to struggle. So let me just backtrack a little bit, right? It may seem like I'm going off topic. Now, self-doubt is a mental thing, right? I put it in the mental health box. You know, we someone can tell you you're great, you're handsome, you're charming, you're a good person, you've got so much ability, you can be anything. Someone can tell you all these things, but if you don't believe it, if you in your own mind, your own relationship, what's up, Yahoo? Good to see you again. I'm fantastic today, feeling great. I just had my stir fry, so I didn't fast. I've got my stir fry, got my water of ice, and I'm ready for you guys today. And I've got my protein shake, so I'm feeling good. And yeah, anyway, so self-doubt is a mental thing, right? And if self-doubt beats you every time, it's because mentally you're not strong enough, and that's fine because you can strengthen, you can become strong enough. So when I say these things, it's not labeling anyone and saying, oh, this person's not strong enough, that's a label forever. No, it's just a temporary place where someone is at. I've been there myself many times where there's certain things I've wanted to do and I have been too scared to do them, and I've had too much self-doubt. I doubted myself. I doubted that I could do it. I didn't believe I could do it. I was good enough. I didn't believe it'd work out for me, and I wasn't mentally and emotionally strong enough at that particular time to to try it, because I thought if I try that, it could upset my mental state. You know, if it goes wrong, I'm not going to be able to handle that, and I'm too scared of that, so I'm going to avoid it. That's an example of how self-doubt can negatively hold you back. So how do you beat something? How do you beat something that is strong? Because self-doubt is a strong thing. It's not just, it's challenging for people. So I believe, well, Benny's just said it. These are the two things that I know for a fact help eliminate self-doubt. Number one is exercise, is training, and we'll go more into that in a second. And the second one is socializing. So those two give you confidence and self-esteem. Obviously, one of you said the other day, well, if you're around negative people, toxic people, that ain't going to be good. And of course, that's not good. But if you're around decent people, good people, positive people, people that you can connect with, share similar values and interests and hobbies, being around that is builds esteem, self-esteem, confidence. So that's really important. And the more confidence and self-esteem you have, mentally and emotionally, you're stronger. You can fight and overcome that self-doubt. The fitness side of it, for me, there's different types of fitness, as all of you know. My favorite is boxing training. I think boxing training is one of the best martial arts, best exercise routines in the world for building mental toughness and confidence and self-esteem. So I'm going to keep saying it. I know some of you are not going to listen to me, you're not going to do it, but someone will. That's the challenge as well, trying to get through to a lot of you that I want to motivate, and myself as well. Boxing training builds confidence, discipline, motivation, self-respect, self-esteem, self-love, and it helps you, gives you tools, it gives you the mental fortitude to overcome self-doubt. Because self-doubt is basically just a parasite or a negative belief saying that you can't do that, you're not good enough. And if you believe it to the point where you go, yeah, you're right, you're not going to do anything, you're not going to take the action. So when you get to the science of it, it's the action which builds confidence and overcomes self-doubt. So that's some of it. Go hard, people. Face your fears and get it done. That's very, very true. That's good, Benny, that you've been doing that. Those two are the most important things for a good mental health, good happiness. I'd like to become more confident when talking to people, as I sometimes put myself down. If I can work on this and conquer my fear, that's what I'm saying, Chris, right? If you get into the gym and you get socializing more, you're going to stop putting yourself down. And self-doubt does do that, you know. Good, Benny. That's brilliant. That's really good, General Spoon. I'm glad I was able to get through to you in a positive way so you can better your life, because I'm trying to get through to as many people as I can. Yeah, going outside every day, working. And that's what I said, guys, right? We're coming together every week, right? And I'm confident, really confident, we're going to see much more improvement in everyone. Happiness is going to go up. Mental health is going to improve because we've got a positive group of people. We're sharing ideas. I've never heard of him, General Spoon. I've never heard of this person that you're talking about, so I can't give an opinion. Okay, the next part of overcoming self-doubt is about collecting positive data. Have you noticed, guys, how over the years throughout our life, we've all collected a lot of negative data, and we've got a negative, aspect of our mind as part of being human. Television, things like that, growing up, negative experiences and just thinking negative. So the more negative data you collect and the more you think negative and listen to that, in a conversation, the more it can affect your self-esteem. So you want to start collecting positive data. And like I said, one of the best, quickest ways to collect positive data is through physical fitness, exercise. And I'm being very specific because obviously exercise could be weight training, which can work, can be swimming, exercising, running, power walking, hill sprints, plyometrics, yoga, spin classes. Obviously, each and every individual is going to have their preferred method. Personally, for me, and I'm sharing it with all you guys, boxing is my number one. I do like weights, I do like exercising and swimming, but I found boxing to be more powerful than all of them, the best one. And it really does build confidence and self-esteem. Yeah, that's definitely a good point. I think a lot of people on this stream are doing that, are avoiding too much mainstream media. I also want to talk about this, right? I want to ask you guys and just be as honest as you can. How many of you right now, right, have got goals, have set goals? I'm talking about small goals and big goals. Let me know in the comment section. So I'll go first. The answer is yes. I have goals. I have goals. I have small ones, and I've got big goals. It's been proven, and I've read this in certain outlets, and I know from life experience that goal setting increases self-esteem, definitely improves mental health, definitely lowers anxiety, social anxiety, and I think sometimes people forget to have goals, because if you don't have a goal, then you've got nothing to look forward to the next day. You've got nothing to aim for, and goal setting is another great method for overcoming self-doubt. So I'm a huge believer, no matter what age you are, you should always have goals in life. Even if your goal is like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna cook a stir fry. Tomorrow I'm gonna go gym, or goals are really important. Great. So you got your long-term goals with gaining muscle and strength. That's a really good goal to have. Really, did he pass away? I'm sorry to hear that. Who's that? Ed Answer died, who was in Cobra Kai season one, age 91, who played Johnny's stepdad. Rest in peace to that gentleman, man. He's lived a good age, 91. Who else is a big fan of Cobra Kai here? Me and Chris are huge fans of. I love the series. I watched all of it. Um, Obviously, it's based kind of around the original Karate Kid film, which I think is timeless. That's it. Even if you've got one long-term goal, that's good enough. I've got goals in pursuing a new business venture. That's another great goal. The thing is, I procrastinate too much, even for years. I'm figuring out what exactly is going in my mind that's stopping me. Well, self-doubt is stopping you for one, and that's what we're all talking about today. Obviously, what is self-doubt? I suppose when you get to the root of it, self-doubt is fear and anxiety. It's a fear and an anxiety around doubting your capabilities. Obviously, it's easy for me to say to you right now, Yahoo, what are you waiting for? Take action. And that would be the right advice. But I know sometimes that doesn't work for people. It might not work for you, which is why you might need a longer explanation. And obviously, I'm going to be patient with everyone. I'm patient with myself. I'm starting to learn as I get older that it's easy. It's easy to say just face your fear and take action, but it's not actually easy for people to literally do it at certain times. So um, maybe I don't know if you use the gym, Yohu. I don't know if you work out. You'll have to tell me, but that would definitely help you to stop procrastinating, just to get the body moving and get the mind sharp and training. And another thing that's really good, guys, as well, is just committing to something. And I wanted to demonstrate that through doing these live streams, like because I've committed to doing these, and I've done this is like the fourth one now in the past week. I'm going to be doing these weekly. I'm committing to this, and it is making me feel better because it's a goal. It helps people. It's positive. It's fun. It's challenging. It's thought provoking. So sometimes you've got to find something in your life that gives you happiness, that you enjoy. And that joy and happiness that you get from that thing you find, whatever it is, for some people it's investing. I've got a friend who'd called me today and he's doing very well in Bitcoin. He's made a significant amount of life-changing money, and he had to go through a lot of challenges to get there. And that seems to be giving him a lot of confidence. It's changed his mindset. He's helped another friend to also do well financially in this investing thing, this whole. So so that's his thing. That works for him. What works for me is boxing training. That's my new lease of life. It's given me a lot of confidence, motivation, positive attitude and things like that. General Spoons touched on your one is building muscle. So it's okay to find your own individual venture, hobby, goal. It's all the same thing, a passion, a goal, a new habit. I'm a huge believer when you've got anything good in your life, anything that you can put your energy and focus and time in that you enjoy, that will spread in every area of your life. The same way negativity will do that. If you have something toxic in your life, a relationship, it can ruin everything, get in the way. In reverse, it can change your life. So I highly recommend getting some chicken breast rice and some broccoli. Um, I'll try that. I'll try that. I mean, I had chicken. I just had chicken breast today, actually, General Spoon, with stir fry, with noodles, red onions, peppers. I do like broccoli, but I will try that exact meal. I would really like that with the rice. No, I haven't invested in Bitcoin. I haven't been financially sound at the moment, but in the future, when this is another one of my long-term goals is to get myself back in business again. I've had my own challenges. That's why I'm training in the gym, getting fit. Um, yeah, you were saying that you lost $1 million. You'll come back though, believe me. A friend of mine's just made over $1 million, and he was really struggling. Um, I'd like to get into it later on. Obviously, you guys know more than me. I'm going to start educating myself. I've got a few friends who are doing well. So, yeah, chicken, rice, and broccoli would be lovely. But I've got my protein shake as well. I'm having quite high protein. Yeah, yesterday I fasted and it was really challenging doing the live stream, but I enjoyed it. Today I've eaten, so I'm full of energy. Hit the like button, guys. We've got 17 lovely, beautiful people. 16. I shouldn't. He's just run off the stream, and we've only got 4 likes. Maybe people have got sore hands. Bang, press like. Okay, now we're going to talk about motivation. I don't agree when I hear people saying, you know, at the moment I'm not working, but I will be back, and that's for my own personal reasons. I'm going to be doing some videos on that at some point. So my long-term goal is to get back working again, which I know I will be. I had my mental health challenges, as most of you have known. I'm not going to keep banging on about it now. I'm moving forward. So I'm in a much better place now. It won't be long before, hopefully next year, I'll be back coaching again, and I'll be get my business up and running. I know I can do it because I did it before. I was a very successful entrepreneur. I coached hundreds of people, did really well financially at that time. But of course, we all have challenges in life. So this is a new chapter for me. And I want to get myself in fantastic shape mentally, emotionally, and I'm getting there. And then I'm in a position to start coaching people again and changing people's lives. Obviously, I know I do that through my free videos and live streams, but yeah, so everything in due time. But you guys have been a great motivation for me. I appreciate all the support. Look at this, we're getting the numbers back up again. Hit that like button, guys. It will I think it will help the channel and everything. I'm not sure if basmati is healthier than other types of rice, but it's definitely probably the best one. I appreciate that at Yahoo, yeah. Well, that's my whole motivation for people. I really live what I say. You can come back from a financial deficit or a loss, or if you've been heartbroken. These are really challenging things, but you can come back. Many people have done it. And if you set your mind to it and you build mental toughness, you can do it. Now, apparently, brown rice is definitely healthier than white rice. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, like I was saying the other day, Chris, and to people, if you find it hard to express yourself to women in general, you really want to start working out. I've found since I've been working out again and training, I'm feeling a lot better around people. I'm feeling a lot more confident. I'm socializing more now. I'm meeting up with friends. I'm just having more interactions, and maybe you can notice it even through my videos. I'm feeling a lot better. So I do speak from experience when I give people advice. It's not from textbooks or theory. It's stuff that I live and breathe. And then I'm like a scientist. I go out, I try it for myself. If it works, then I share it. I teach it to others. So when I couldn't express myself, Chris, with women, and that was for like first half of my life, I took up boxing because I didn't have much confidence back then. I was a very shy, introverted, skinny kid. And 6 months down the boxing gym, and I was a different person. I was stronger. I was more confident. Eventually, got a girlfriend, and a little bit later on, I became a successful entrepreneur, teacher, coach. So there's no reason why you can't do it if you put your mind to it. You put your mind, your heart into it, and you dedicate. I'm just going to throw a few words out, guys. Right? I believe positivity, the universe, all that kind of stuff. Focus is number one to be successful in anything or to gain confidence to get over anxiety. You need to learn to focus, practice it. Second one is motivation. You can't achieve anything in life without motivation. If someone says, I'm going to build a house, that's not the same as them building the house. Anyone can say that they're going to do something, but to actually go and do it is a completely different universe. So if you focus on a goal and you're motivated to achieve that goal, you're going to take the action. So focus, motivation, action. Three core things there that all work in relationship that you can't escape in anything in life. If someone says, I want to do a YouTuber fight, I want to have a boxing match or for the first time, set the goal, that's my goal. Then you got to focus on getting into shape and then arranging the match, and then you take the action. So if any of these are lacking, then that's the reason why you're not getting results. Most people are not focused enough because they focus on negative things every day, or they just focus on procrastination. And procrastination, the origin of procrastination comes from being focused on self-doubt, negativity. I'm not good enough. And oh, there's no point. That kind of conversation. We need to change that conversation. It's a very challenging conversation. If you're in the grip and you're in the midst of I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out for me. I'm always like this. I'm different. That group of people are better than me. I can't achieve it. Time's gone on so long now. I'm too old, or I'm this age. You want to break out of that. And when you start working out and training, it's therapy. It changes your internal conversation, and you start to hear thoughts like, I'm feeling good about myself. I feel energetic. I feel motivated. I want to be a better person. I want to be positive. I want to be more kinder to other people. I want to achieve my dreams. I'm fearless. I can do it. I'm going to do it. And then you do it. Different conversation, different mindset. So it's the fight, like Teddy Atlas says, we're all fighting for something. Life is a fight. Every day is a fight for something. So, without sounding cheesy, what are you guys fighting for? For me, I'm fighting for happiness, to inspire people, to motivate people, and to overcome my fears, and to try and live the best life possible, and to get in shape. Let's get some questions going. Well, that's a good point. Motivation comes and goes, but you need to hold on to it. And yeah, you need to be driven, but where does drive derive from? The drive comes from the motivation. That you're motivated to achieve something. So if people are really serious about achieving something, then they will be motivated to do it. Come rain, snow, pandemic, lockdown, they wouldn't make excuses. Yeah, I have a daily routine. I'm quite, kind of like, yeah, I'm quite, probably not the best word, but I'm a bit OCD when it comes to like my day. I always make sure like every single day is productive, that I do something, and I make a plan of it most nights. I write a list out or general guidelines of what I'm going to do the next day. So yeah, it's good to see you back again, Matt. It's a pleasure. I'm doing fantastic, man. How are you doing? I like your name of your channel, man. Matt Edwards, Vintage Electronics and Cars. I like that. So the great thing about these live streams, we usually do this for about an hour, guys, right? An hour and a half. During this time, we're focused. We have a focus. We talk positivity. We talk about our. Obviously, we get to know each other. We hang out. We socialize. But we talk about our goals. We overcome our fears. We're improving ourselves. So it's a thought-provoking, I guess you could say, type of mastermind social group, which is great. I'm good, thanks. Just had a very long day at work. Glad it's over. LOL. Now you can put your feet up. You can relax. Um, you can chill out. So, if you don't mind me asking, is that work? Is that what you do on the name of the channel? Is it you work with electronics and cars? Is that it, right? My main goal is to try and go on more dates with women and see where it leads. That's a great goal to have, man. That's a wonderful goal. Get the goal down and take the action to make it happen. Just do it gradually, like I said. Who's watching the fight much later tonight with Jake Paul and Tyrone Woodley? I know I did a poll on the channel. A lot of you voted. You said that Woodley's going to win. I think Jake Paul's going to win. I'm not that interested in it, if I'm being honest. I like boxing, but I guess it's a trending topic at the moment. I do admire their courage though, even if it doesn't matter who you are to get into the ring and fight. It takes a hell of a lot of courage. So I am fascinated with that. So again, I'm just going to go over the list just so it lands. If someone just comes on the stream now, some great ways to overcome self-doubt: socialize with positive people, set goals, face your fears gradually, take up boxing training, or if you that does not resonate with you, take up martial arts or weight training, some kind of intense aerobics training. If it's not intense, it's not really going to work, because some people think working out is just like putting on a sweatsuit and just, raising their arms up and down. And that's not really, it's not really like a proper training. That's just too easy. It has to be where you're breaking a sweat and your heart rate is going up and it's challenging. Another important thing as well, it's been touched on a lot. It's really important to rest as well to recover. But obviously, in order to rest, you got to do something to kind of deserve that. So if you work out in have an intense workout, then resting is very smart to recover the body, mind, etc. How about this for an affirmation, right? Some of you might not be ready to achieve certain goals right now, but this is what I say sometimes. If there's certain things that I want to do, but I don't think I can, I'll say to myself, I can't do that right now, but I will be able to accomplish this in the future. And by saying that to myself or saying it to yourself, what you're doing is you're programming yourself to tell yourself that you're going to put the time in, you're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to educate yourself, you're going to develop the skills, you're going to build the confidence to achieve that thing that you want to achieve that maybe you don't believe you can achieve right now. So it's not everything that you need to achieve today, guys, that you can have long-term goals. So there's nothing wrong with saying, I can't do that right now, but I will be able to do it in 3 months' time. That's very, very positive, and that works. I've applied this. I've achieved many things in my life in personal development where I use that exact approach. So try it, see if that works for you. Even think about that now for a second. Think about something that you want to do now, and you might mentally think you can't get your head around it. But if you was to try it and practice in 6 months' time, you probably can do it, maybe less. 3 times per week is enough. 5 by 5 compounds. Yeah, I know that you're very qualified, Benny, with weight training. I found, again, it's a big topic and it's going to depend on age, body shape, what your goals are. But I found now, for me at my age, late 30s, that I get more benefits by training very intense, making my workouts intense, but having more rest. When I was younger, it was the other way around. I trained really hard and I trained more, but now I'm doing I work out probably 2 to 3 times a week, but it's intense. And then I recover and rest on the other days. So I guess you got to find what works for you and kind of pick out from experts who know what they're talking about, take little bits of the science. Tennis, judo, salsa. Yeah, because you know what I find, Benny, yeah? Because I remember I used to always argue with a friend of mine, right? We didn't always argue, but he was in his mindset, and I understand it, right? He didn't believe in rest, right? And I used to say to him, "You're crazy." Like he had a very good physique, he was very fit, but he didn't really grow any muscle. He wouldn't get bigger. And I used to say to him, "The reason why you're not growing is because you don't rest. You go to the gym, lift weights every day. You're burnt out." And he would always say to me, "Oh, you're lazy." That's like how I'm not lazy. I train 4 or 5 times a week, but I have 2 days off to rest, and that's why I'm bigger than you. It's not. That's why I'm growing. So I feel like with all hard training, you need rest, and I think boxers are starting to realize that even today, they're starting to take more days off. 100%. Well, you get the nutrition, you get the protein, 25 grams. I've just had some chicken, veg, and that's important. That's a good thing about these live streams, guys, as well. Don't be afraid to share your expertise with everybody else because this is all a group for helping each other improve, gain more confidence. And we're going to have lots of you in here that have got, you're experts in your particular field. So don't be afraid to help anybody else and share some knowledge. Excuse me, knowledge is power, right? I find as well, Benny, sometimes you've got to listen to your body. Let's say you trained on Monday and you had a really good workout, and then Tuesday you rested, and maybe Wednesday you were going to rest, but your body told you, no, let's put in another workout. Like, I'm ready to go. I have to take that advice. Like the intuition of our own body tells us, like, enough is enough. You know what I mean? More. Awesome. Edit name. Good to see you. It's great to see the originals back on the live stream. We're gonna build these back up to what they were before when we were getting 30, 40, 50. We're gonna make them even bigger. And everyone who joins these live stream is going to be more happier in their life. Is going to have more self-esteem, more confidence. They're going to be more social. They're going to be mentally stronger, more focused individuals. That's my promise. And I'm dedicating myself to keeping these going. Exactly. I felt lightheaded on Wednesday with squats. Rack pulls are a great exercise for building traps. Yeah, someone on the live stream yesterday was asking me how do they build up their neck and their traps. So it would have been good if you was here. It's awesome. We've got another soldier, another member of the team. We're gonna have to start giving out awards for the originals and building some. And we've got Mr. Timmy Ram Jam in the house. It's a pleasure to have you on today. We're talking about how to overcome self-doubt, and we're throwing different ideas about. I'm sharing with you my methodologies. You got Benny, confidence coaching, sharing some of his, and we've been getting other ones. I don't have a favorite one. I don't have a favorite one, and if I'm being honest, at the time, it was probably me. I thought I was I thought I was the best at the time, but now I don't have a favorite. If you ask me who my favorite fighter is, though, I can tell you it's Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao. Upper back, glutes, apparently the most attractive parts to women. That's interesting. The good thing about boxing is it works every muscle. Obviously, with weights, you can target a specific muscle and focus on that and grow it. But boxing will train everything. Like boxing will give you better glutes, back, all of it. But I've always been a huge, I've always loved both. And I've always done both throughout the years: bodybuilding, strength training, weight training, and boxing training. I believe those disciplines can change your life. Let me ask you guys a question, right? It's a serious question. if you're fit, right? If you're fitter because you've been working out for 1 year or 6 months in a row, you're fit, you're training, your heart, your cardio's good, and you're in shape. Don't you think you're going to be more confident with women, with people? Don't you think you're going to feel more socially, you're going to feel better around people, family, everyone. Whereas if you're unfit and you haven't been training for a long time and you're out of shape, you're not going to feel as confident, right? So, with that said, clue is in the title. If you want to be more confident and social, get fit, train, exercise, work out. You don't have to be the next Mr. Olympia. You don't have to get a six pack. You don't have to have the biggest biceps, but you just, want to get in the best shape that you can get into. And getting in shape doesn't, I'm not always talking about getting bigger arms or bigger chest, just getting fit, transforming yourself. It's life changing. Guys don't train their traps and forearms. This guy does. I've always done it. I trained my forearms for years, which is why they're built. I mean, I've always genetically had big forearms with a lot of even though I'm quite pale, lion's muscles in them. But I train them. I struggled through lockdown, still trying to push through. We all struggled, man. Believe me, you're not the only one. So understand that. We're all pushing through, myself included. So you're going to get there. Don't give up. And that's what we're doing on these live streams. And that's why we're talking a lot about fitness. We're trying to get as many people on this live stream on the channel who follow me to get in the gym and train, whether it's boxing, weights, MMA, swimming. Yeah. No fap helps because psychologically you're disciplining yourself. You're staying away from that. I see you got thick wrists also. Um, yeah, I never thought of my wrists as big. They're not small, but I've always had. My dad's got big forearms, so genetically, I take after. Like if you can see, obviously, then in comparison to a bodybuilder, they're not big, but for my size, I'm not. I'm kind of a slim, big guy. Even when I was really skinny, I always had really toned, muscular, big forearms. But if you don't have it, you can train them, right? Everybody's got good genes in certain spots. My arms always were very difficult to grow. They're quite stubborn, but chest, forearms, shoulders. When I took up judo, Johnny, I was a lot more confident with him. Chris, man, it's like I'm. You keep repeating the same thing, and I know, and I'm trying to help you, man, because I want to help you, and I'm trying to be patient. I know you got to get back to it, Chris, man. Unless there's something more challenges, do it again, man. What's stopping you from doing it again? You're still young, we're the same age, so join. Started clean eating today. What's your diet, Johnny? Well, my diet today was stir fry, chicken stir fry, um, ice water to stay hydrated, a protein shake. So I have improved my diet at a total 360. Obviously, I still have some cakes and stuff like that, but I'm cutting down. So I'm on a journey with the diet like you are. I did judo for 1 year. Yeah, all these things, man. Judo would give you a lot of confidence with everything. No, I don't really do that. I don't really believe in a low carb diet for me. I mean, it might work for some, depending on what your goals are. Um, I eat higher protein, um, but I need some carbs to give me some energy because the training I do is really intense and I burn a lot of calories. I checked it. Boxing is one of the highest burning calories out of every exercise. It's not the number one, but it's up there for burning calories. I think you burn up to 650 calories an hour with the average boxing session, which is that's a lot. Yeah, I've kind of figured out, Benny, with the fasting, I've had to kind of reduce it, like not every day, because I just feel drained on it, no energy. So once in a while. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Timmy, man. I'm glad people are enjoying them. Everyone's going to improve who comes on this because it's look how positive it is. And even if you're struggling with whatever you're going through, anxiety, negative thoughts, or feeling negative, at least when you come on this stream, we're practicing, each time an hour and a half positivity. So everyone's getting better. And the last time we did them, I mean, several years ago, it was getting people doing really well. Don't you guys feel like if you train hard enough, like your diet tends to kind of improve anyway? Like when you start training hard and looking at, your body starts to kind of crave healthy food. Obviously, we all get cravings for sugar and junk, but I find the more I work out, the more water I drink, protein, I tend to start eating more. I eat a lot of fruit, salad, fruit, veg. Detoxing from social media is good. It's one of the best things to do, Benny. I did it, Benny, I did a whole month off of Facebook, Benny, and a whole month off of inboxing. I didn't check any inbox from anything. I just did, and it was unbelievable. And in that month, I went out and socialized more. I think we spent time during that time, and it's life changing. So, as much as it's great that you come on these live streams, guys, watch the videos. If you really want to improve, you might want to think about doing some social media fasting, but don't fast from Johnny Berba's videos because they're good for you. No, I'm just joking. I'm actually serious. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just serious. What's that edit name? I had an anemia. What is that? I don't know what that is. Still recovering. I hope you're getting well, whatever that is. Oh, okay. Any advice on how to make a lot of money? Well, I guess learning how to start a business would be good. Or maybe if you've got some money, maybe learning about investing. I'm not an expert on it, but Bitcoin and things like that. You know, take a course up. On how to make money. There's quite a lot of people that do it online. I would say learn sales as well. If you can learn to sell, then obviously you can make more money. But I would also include in that working on your confidence. Because making money entails talking to people, relationship building. So the better you get at that, the more you can improve at that. Marios Demetrius, good to see you, Johnny. I a lot of time. You got to when you've been doing something for a long time and you've had success and then you've gone through a bad stage, which happens in any area of life. I don't care what walk of life, business, relationships, gym. We always go through periods where it doesn't go well. And that's when you need to be very mentally strong, Marius, and you need to reestablish your motivation for life and goals. So you need a new motivation. It doesn't mean you can't do the same thing you're doing. So I would say set new goals, and find something in your life that you enjoy. Because sometimes if you just do the same thing over and over again, yeah, you might get some success, but if you after a while you might start not enjoying it. You might not have the motivation. Sometimes you've got to go on to something else that you do enjoy, that does motivate you, and then you can work at that, and then maybe you will get the motivation back for the thing that you once liked but then lost, if that makes sense. Dean Ross, lots of trampoline parks opening, and they also do memberships, which is a good alternative to gym. I think that's a great idea. Listen, Dean, right? I tell everyone, I'm the hugest advocate of any exercise, especially for mental health, well-being, whether it's jumping on trampolines, anything physical where you can sweat, where you can change your emotions. London is better now. Very busy, no masks. Amen. Amen to that, man. We're blessed over here. It's way better than it was. Things are improving. There's more people out. Less COVID-fied, if that's even a word. You guys know what I mean. People are getting, more interactive now. So it's great. What's the one thing, guys, if you could say one thing that you're getting from coming on these live streams? I would really like to know, because it's good to know what's working and what people are getting out of it. Maybe I could do more of it or make videos. What's the one thing that you're getting? And don't be afraid to say it. It might be something completely different, but it's giving you something positive. Let me know in the box below. Oh, that's great. Positive energy. Please, guys, try and all let me know, because I'm keen to know how this is serving each and every one. Connection. That's great. Yep, South Bank's packed. That's a good sign. If the South Bank's packed, then it's kind of telling you that London's in a good place. That's good. I appreciate that. You find my sincerity encouraging. That's great. Encouragement. So these are all the kind of goals for this. You're getting to speak more. Brilliant. Some great feedback here today. So we can all really help each other. Having an opportunity to speak to a real person without having to buy some e-commerce program. Fair enough. That's good. Exactly. You got to find a new motivation. If you've lost motivation to do something that you originally loved and you were getting success from it, whether it's relationship building, dating, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you lose motivation and you struggle and you're not getting the results and you're experiencing rejection, failure, self-doubt, then you need to overcome that with a new motivation, a new excitement, more energy, more goals. And maybe you need to change things up, try something new, or change your mindset and continue with the thing that you're doing. Don't be afraid to change things, guys. That's some of the things I realized in the last couple of years, that if something's not working, I'm not scared to change it up, whatever it is. Try new things. There's nothing wrong with failing as well. Everybody fails. It's part of figuring life out, figuring, learning, growing. It's how you deal with it. If you don't let it break you and you keep going, then you'll succeed. Let failure be temporary, not permanent in your life. A lot of people allow failure to be permanent. They fail at something in life and then they give up for the rest of their life. They just settle. Whereas when I fell, or someone else who's positive, it fuels us to keep going and keep challenging ourselves until we figure it out and succeed. Your YouTube videos are great. So you plan to become a YouTube traveler that goes to different countries? Yeah, that's one of my long-term goals, Carl. You know that. I never really had much passion to travel. I did some traveling back in 2015 and I loved it. I went to Poland, I went to Prague with a friend. It was such a good adventure, man. I really recommend anyone doing a little bit of traveling if you've never done it. I was someone that didn't really travel much outside of the UK. I also went to Germany with a friend, and I loved it. So I'm definitely going to do some more in the future. I'm glad you brought it up. It would be great to see you travel and make videos. Yeah, if you go on my channel, you can still. I've got videos when I was in Poland and Prague. If you want to check them out. Benny says, reframe it as an opportunity. Life is not happening to you; it's happening for you. That's beautiful. I like that. That's very Les Brown like. Les Brown says that. I like that. I found them very friendly, man. I found the Czechs very friendly, and I found the Polish very friendly, and I found the Germans very friendly. And I went to Spain as well. I think when you travel, people are friendlier because, usually you're friendly, you're in a good mindset. But yeah, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, Carl. When I travel again next, I'm going to take my camera with me, and I'm gonna shoot videos. I'm gonna do live streams and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying these live streams. I can tell everyone's enjoying them. Do you know what edit name? I'll be honest with you. I've never traveled alone outside of another country on my own. That's one of my fears. I'm not at all embarrassed. Why would I be? I'm an advocate of become fearless. That's on my list because I've faced so many fears on my own, but I've never faced the fear of going to another country on my own. And I want to do it. The only thing that's holding me back is part of myself. So definitely, when I do that, you guys will be the first to know. I've got some friends and former clients, students that did that. 100% agree with you. I think if I had traveled on my own, I would be it would really grow me as a person. No, I've never been to Paris. I had an opportunity to go when I was young with the school, and I backed out because I was too anxious as I was young. My brother's been; he liked it. Man, I'm not just saying it, right, because this is all of our life. Ain't these live streams amazing that we do? We always get into some really great, what I mean, genuine, meaningful conversations. And I'm sorry to say it, but it's pretty rare today, right? You go online, and it's not every platform where people are speaking, sincerely, being genuine. Have you been to Romania, Johnny? No, I haven't been. I'd love to go. We've got 20 people on the stream. It's pretty good. We're building the numbers up. Hit that like button, guys. You'll lose calories if you hit like, and the universe will give you more of what you need. Yeah, Benny's been to Mexico. That's must have been a beautiful country. I really like the people. Some of the best boxers in boxing history come out of Mexico. The great Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., probably one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time. And obviously today you've got Canelo Alvarez, who arguably is trying to take that position as the best Mexican fighter of all time. So, and nice people as well. Yeah, yeah. When you meet more people if you travel alone. 100%. Awesome. Timmy Ryan says he's just resubscribed to Les Brown. I will rediscover his inspiration. Thanks for reminding you. You're very welcome. He's an amazing human being. I can't speak highly enough of him. That man. Um, sorry, now bit of meat in my teeth. Get some water down home. Les Brown is unbelievable. Right, that's good. It would build your confidence. Well, as far as I remember, don't they have that train, the Euro tunnel or Euro train, whatever it is that goes from to Paris? I think it's pretty straightforward. Eurostar, that's it. What countries it interest me apart from the US? I'd really like to go to Poland again, Benny. I'd also like to go to Prague again. I'd like to revisit them, and then probably go to a different country that I've never been before. I can't think off the top of my head because there's so many places that I'd love to go. Oh yeah, from King's Cross, Eurostar. Cheers, man. It's good to know. Croatia sounds beautiful, yeah. Well, I've only visited 4 countries, Chris, in my life, and I can't really say which one was the best because I really did enjoy all of them. Well, Spain was the hottest, obviously, but I think I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain. Hungary's lovely, is it? Have you been there? What places have you travelled to within the UK? Are you talking like Well, I've been to Portsmouth, which I really like, famous coastal place. Manchester. Passed through Newcastle. I've been to Birmingham. Um, been to Essex. I can't really think. There's some of the main places. Yeah, Poland's nice. Always wanted to go to Cuba, see what it's like. Oh, is that because you've done salsa, Chris, and you kind of like that culture? Yeah, Cuba would be nice. Oh, Poland's great. Yeah, I've been to Poland, been to Krakow, beautiful. I've been to Scotland as well. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I went to Scotland. I went for a weekend with a girl I met. I was young at the time, around 25, and I enjoyed it. I went to Glasgow and Edinburgh. That was good memories. I forgot about that. Yeah, Edinburgh's nice, man. It had a really nice feel to it with the Edinburgh Castle, and yeah, I'd like to go back there again. Yeah, I've heard Thailand is great. My friend was out there. He's out there for a long time. Yeah, nice. I thought so, Chris. No, I haven't been to. Got friends from there. I haven't been to Nottingham or Liverpool. I'd like to go. I'd like to go to both. Yeah, there's some good channels on YouTube. You guys have probably seen it where the guys travel around and they go to some of the most kind of dangerous places of South America. This is a guy. He's a blogger. Really good channel. I can't remember his name. I was watching a few of his videos a couple of weeks ago, and he films and goes around, and it's just this exciting. Anyone got any tips on how to leave my lockdown bubble? Yeah, join the gym, man. That's a good question. Um, would like to. You're funny, Benny. That cracked me up. YouTube just blocked that comment, and I had to take it on. Would you like to go part? Yeah. Would you like to go parts of America in the future, Johnny? I'd like to go to America at some point. Cornwall is beautiful in the UK. I've heard Cornwall is nice. I think excuse me. I think I went Cornwall with my mum when I was younger. In the caravan we stayed. I don't remember it as well. I'm sure it was. Was it Cornwall? Oh, you said bald question mark. Are you asking me, was that the name of the channel or something? No, I don't think the channel was bald. I think I know what you're talking about. It was a different guy, South African guy, young guy. I think he's in his 30s or maybe late 20s, and he's got a channel and he travels around different parts of South America and he films it. Charlie from London, how you doing, Charlie? Good to see you. No, not bald and bankrupt, but I did see his channel come up. It was a different guy, as I said. He's a South African guy, young guy, blonde hair. Really good channel. I can't remember his name. No, his name's Kurt, but I can't remember the name of his YouTube channel. Yeah, you saw him. Yeah, he's got a lot of balls. He's brave, the guy. He goes into like these dangerous ghettos of like Mexico and South America, and he goes in and they tell him don't go in that area. You know, you could be robbed, you could be killed, and he goes and films there. He's a brave guy. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen that. I've always filmed where I've gone. So I filmed some videos when I went Brighton. I filmed videos of me in Birmingham. Should be on the channel. They're on the channel, Prague, Poland. So you know there is. No one should have any reason to doubt I'm telling the truth. But the videos are on my channel. When I travelled, they're on there somewhere. You've got to search through. I'm going to do a video soon, actually, in London, where I'm going to walk around and just kind of do a video blog and talk about different parts of London. It might be interesting even to watch visually, even for people that live in London. It might make a good video. I know the guys from South Africa. Yeah, seen his video. Yeah, his name's Kurt. I can't remember the name of his channel. I think I did subscribe to his channel. Let me have a look quickly if I could see his channel. I'll tell you the name. Where is it? Name of this guy's channel there. Oh, okay. Okay. I got his name. So the YouTube channel, his name is Kurt Kaz. So KURTCAZ. Really good channel. Fascinating. How much tea and coffee do you drink? I'm not really sure. Not too much. I don't drink coffee every day. I didn't drink coffee for months, maybe a year, and I started to drink it the other day. So every once in a while, tea probably, pretty much probably 5 times a week. But I don't. I drink mint tea, healthy tea, herbal tea. Yeah, I've been in Birmingham. Birmingham's pretty nice. Oh, good. You saw the video in Birmingham, right? Yeah. Kurt does videos on traveling, and he travels to rough parts of South America, and he films it, and it's interesting. It's fun, man. Interesting guy. This is the name. I'll show you his name. So it's Kurt, Kurt Kaz, name of the channel. You guys can subscribe, and if you like his channel, check it out. I think these live streams are really good practice as well for people who might want to improve their conversation skills, who might be a bit anxious. So obviously it's not the same as talking in person, but it's kind of the same in how you talk. You know, you ask questions, you get to know people, you find a common topic of interest. I like all types of music, Carl. I haven't really got a particular. I'm kind of right across the board. I like all different types. I listen to anything if it's good. That sounds good. A woman who travels around called Itchy Boots. That's a funny name. I have a week off from work. Any ideas what I should do? Go to the gym, man. Go and gym. Go cinema. Go out. Why don't you go and meet some friends? Make it a fun, action-packed week. Maybe challenge yourself. Face your fears. Go to a restaurant. Go to hotels. Go museums. That sounds fun. Go on Emirates cable car. I think Jake Paul's going to win, to be honest, Chris. You missed out on traveling, man. We just traveled the world. We're talking about traveling. People are talking about places that they like. Progressive trance. I don't think I've listened to that, Carl. Is that any good? Um, Send me a link and I'll check it out this week. Guys, I'm just gonna have a just quickly go to the toilet, right? We'll just have a quick toilet break and I'll be back. And I just got to I've lost my tooth. It's hurting a bit from eating. Back in a second. Yeah, I'm coming back, guys. All right, gentlemen, I'm back. I just had I think I've my gum's a bit sore. I ate very hot food and I think I burnt my mouth. Okay, right, let's get on to this. Is the live working all right? I need a picture on the wall, Johnny. That's not a bad idea, so do I. Is there a spider on my chair? You got me. You got me, huh? You got me, man. That was funny. It could have been. I don't mind spiders, man. What's happening, Andrew? Evening, mate. Yeah, I'm the chairman of Covent Garden. The mayor of Covent Garden, Johnny Berba. Yeah, my tooth's all right. I've been dentist and everything's all right. I've got to go back on Thursday for a filling, but here's a bit sore. I think this is the side of the sore tooth, and I was eating a lot of stir fry today, and I think it's unsettled it a bit, but it's not too bad. I'll take a painkiller. I've got dentist Thursday, so that'll get sorted out. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay up, guys, and watch the Jake Paul fight. I think I'm probably going to get an earlier night. It's a bit late, isn't it? If it was Manny Pacquiao fighting, I would always stay up for him, but I'm not sure. You know, it's funny you say that, Carl. I don't really have not really fussed about that, but that's nice of you to say. I used to want to get on those shows and Ted and that, and now I'm not really fussed. I'm just doing my own thing. Yeah, it's kind of going now. There was just a like soreness on this side when I was speaking. Like I could feel some pain, but I can feel it's going to wear off. It's not that bad. I don't live in Covent Garden, man. That was just a joke. All right, nice one, Chris. Yeah, we're going to come to an end, guys. Probably do maybe if anyone didn't get any last questions in, it's almost an hour and a half now. It's usually that time where we people get tired and we come to the end. Nice one, Chris. Have a good one, mate. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's what I'm doing. Being dedicated, doing these streams, getting as many done as we can, and then we'll probably even it out once a week. Bit of Sunday motivation. Okay, it's come to that time, guys. It feels just right to end. Appreciate everyone coming on. Um, enjoy your weekend. Let's see what happens with the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight. We'll see if most of you guys are right. You saying that Woodley's going to win. It's a pleasure. We're going to keep these going, and hopefully, you got some confidence and motivation from the stream. What you got to talk to positive people. You got something positive, basically. All of you are welcome. Appreciate it. And we're gonna keep this going, guys. We're gonna keep growing this thing, building confidence, becoming fearless, and all the rest of it. So nice one, guys. Really appreciate it, and we'll do it very very soon. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and check out the other channels. Have a look at that guy I told you about, Kurt. He's got a good channel. It's really good on traveling, facing fear, and living brave and that kind of stuff. All right, nice one. Become fearless.